So if I say while true, let's start x at 0 this time. What you'll see here is that we quickly get into the hundred thousands and even millions with our number of loops. So we always want to think about that exit strategy. Okay, so now this time it'll start at 0. X will immediately increment to 1. It'll print this is true and 1. And it'll say if x is equal to 5, then do this. X is not equal to 5, so it skips this, still in the loop, goes back, increments to 2, same thing, print. It'll keep going until x increments to 5. It'll print 5, x is equal to 5. Then it will print I'm done, and it'll break out of the loop, which means it'll continue with the rest of the program. So the next line might be like, okay, so when I run this, it's got a very predictable pattern. It'll go through the 5 iterations, and then it will say, I'm done, because it'll equal 5, and then it will exit that loop and print that last line. A couple things I want to point out about this. Okay, I want to point out that inside the while, you can see that whole block of code is indented one space, or one tab, I should say. And then the if statement has its own block of code that is indented one tab from the if. Here's a mistake that I often see people do when they're doing something like this. And that is they'll put an if statement inside a while loop, and for some reason they indent it another space. The if statement doesn't get indented a space, its code block does. So it should look like this. Some people will even do this. You'll notice that that indentation produces an error. Python does not want your if statement to be indented a space of itself. Only the block of code inside the if.